of the union, if you will. And basically, we've asked you some questions as well, but we really are kind of looking at, the prospective pool of high school graduates. And we've all been reading that it's been on the decline for, over 7 years. And it started about 2013, and it supposedly is going to begin an uptick again in 2023. We're told that the data shows that new influx of high school graduates and growth will be around minority and non-white student prospects. But our partners, the Element partners, have shown that prospective high school graduates that could attend their school are down anywhere from 5 to 15%. And typically the correlation would be lower completed applications. And we're actually not seeing that in most of our partner schools. We're seeing a slight uptick in completed applications at this term of the cycle. We're actually real pleased to participate in that uptick. And hopefully we're going to share with you something that can help you achieve similar results. So before I kick it over to Rupert, I want to tell you that, the product philosophy here at Element 451 from the outset is around time to value. And that may be looked at as kind of an industry buzzword, but really what that means is it's the amount of time that it takes a new customer to realize value from our product. So everything that we do is really based on our partners' ability to quickly leverage the benefits of the platform in their use and their recruiting and enrollment endeavors. So now we're going to actually talk about PACS and what that represents and how that can create some time to value for you. So now I'll kick it over to you, Rupert, and you can take it away.
Fantastic. Thanks, Wayne. I appreciate that. Good morning, good afternoon, good midday to all of you. This is Rupert, and as Wayne mentioned, I'm new to Element 451, but I'm extremely excited to be here. I've been working in the CRM world for the last 12 plus years. Yes, CRMs have been around that long, if you can believe it. And I'm sure that many of you, and we can look at the poll here, actually, it might be a good time to pop that up if we can get it on the screen. Sure that many of you do have a CRM. Let's take a peek here. So is your prospect pool down this year? 56% said yes. Are your started applications higher, lower, about the same? 22% higher, or actually 67%? Okay, well, that trends. Are your completed applications higher, lower, about the same? Oops, excuse me. And then, of course, we've got about the same again. And it does look like most everyone has a CRM. So what we're really going to focus on today is kind of what I like to believe is the next generation of CRMs. We are future-proofed, we're elegant, and we're extremely easy to use. Having worked in multiple CRM vendors over the years, I recognize that there are certain issues with conceptually how CRMs are implemented, how the user adoption rates can often be low because they're very difficult to leverage, and also how they're quite often outdated and they're needing to catch up to today's technology specifications. I liken it, it's funny, I was chatting with my coworkers here this morning, and, I said, what kind of technology do you guys think kind of aligns with Element outside of higher education? Because we are higher education 100% centric. And the response was, well, I look at it as Google Maps with Waze on top. Right? Google Maps could be your CRM, but all of a sudden you've got this whole new product, Waze, that helps you navigate around the city. It's not just telling you where to go, it's showing you how to go there in a very easy, quick fashion. And that's really what I find so appealing about this company and about this platform. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and hop into the demonstration. And I've asked Heather, my peer here at Element 451, to drive the platform while I speak to it. So Heather, if you'd pick up the screen, we can kick this off.
Absolutely.
All right. So you're probably wondering, okay, so we know what a CRM is, most folks on the call. Let's talk a little bit about what PAX is. PAX is a way to implement timely, robust, future perfect, pre-vetted marketing campaigns in a way that will make it very easy for you to implement and quick to fire off so that you get to market quickly. So let's go back very quickly, Heather. Sorry, I just wanted to lay the groundwork there. What you're looking at now, guys, on the home screen here is your view when you log into your CRM. Now, I know many of you do have CRMs, so the nice part about the homepage of a CRM is that you're looking at only information that is pertinent to you. Your peer may see something different, your manager may see something even more different, but recall that applications, reports, all of those specific areas are going to be available specifically to you based on your permissions, including your tasks, your level of engagement, and don't forget, your managers, of course, can also see that productivity that you have within the system. So reporting is extremely robust, but I wanted to lay that groundwork before we jump into the real meat of this, and that is PAX. So Heather, if you would, let's pop over to PAX now and look at what we call our library. Our library is ever growing. Our library consists of a multitude of different PAC options. Look at it, if you will, as the opportunity to purchase a car. And that car is, it's skin and bones at the onset, but we take the best in breed and build out that car so that when you get it, it is your car that meets your needs and your specifications. And we've done this by leveraging the best marketing companies in the country to build these campaigns that are robust, that allow you to create communication plans quickly and on the fly. And there are a number of them. And in this case, I think today what we're going to do is take a look, and Heather's showing you here the application push, which it may be a call to action to get those applications from a certain level, 62%, 68%, whatever the case may be, to the finish line before the deadline of the application due. What we're going to do today, because I think this is a general theme based on the poll and what Wayne mentioned in the opener, is focus on a senior search campaign, right? So you've got all these seniors out there who are about to graduate from high school, really excited to want to get to an institution of choice, but they're getting hit by so many different marketing mechanisms, social media, you name it, all over the place. And the key to this, at this point, we believe in higher education is speed to lead. Getting a system that allows you to quickly and automate and communicate to those specific prospects, in this case, seniors, via any communication method possible. In other words, email templates, SMS messaging, all of that. And what we've done, unlike older CRMs that are in the market now, because we are 100% higher ed centric and we were built specifically for higher education, we've also created these templates, these custom built templates that meet your requirements. You'll notice down at the bottom there, it says in highlighted, it says, look out for the highlighted text. Well, I want to stress this. We're not saying, hey, here's a campaign that's been true, tried, and tested by our partners, and we know it works, use it. We're saying, here's a campaign that's been true, tried, and tested by our partners. Why don't you take a look at this and use it as a shell for you? We can change your color palette, you can change your logo, you can change the text. It's all designed for you to be able to configure to meet your institution's needs and requirements. What I like to say, especially coming in on board at Element 451, is that we are in the business of making you and your team look good. So what we've created is a series of packs that you have the ability to access and leverage in whatever fashion you like, but you can bring it to market quickly and capture that audience rapidly. And in this case, we're looking at a senior search campaign. So enough of that. Let's actually install a campaign live during this demo so that we can show you exactly what it would be that you would do to get this done. So you'll notice that Heather went ahead and clicked the install button. And here we have a series of questions, not many, more settings, I would say. There's about 10 of them, and they're very straightforward. So the first thing you might want to consider, especially now with COVID, is whether you want to include a COVID-19 communication, which we've already professionally drafted and completed for you, that talks about safety measures and practices and what they can expect as they start their engagement with your institution. The next thing you want to decide upon is which application are you driving them towards? Because that's what we're doing all the time. Is it your home-built application? Is it, in this case, Fire University, which is our demo org that we're displaying today? Is it a Common App? Is it Applied Texas? Is it a nursing application? All of that is very driven towards an outcome of getting that senior student to finish an application. So once you've done that, you pick your cohort, right? You pick your group of you pick your application type. So where are you going after that? You want to decide, are we focusing on people who are interested, on students who are interested in applying for fall 2021 or spring 2021? And the nice part here is, look, also, you can have multiple options. So we're not just having to focus on one target. We've opened it up to multiple opportunity. So once you've decided that piece, again, all very straightforward, you'll notice, you can choose now your segment. And this is where I was at just a moment ago. Now, this is really key. You can choose whatever segment you decide that you have within the Element system. These could be uploaded lists of senior students at high schools local to you. They could be data that has been pulled over from your former CRM and brought into our CRM. You could have test segments. Whatever the case is, you choose your segment that you want to campaign and target to, and then you create your email address. Obviously, you don't want to have an email address coming from yourself, but maybe you'd like it to come from the admissions office at your university. You can update the sender name, however you'd like that to appear. And then, of course, the next key piece to this, because remember, these campaigns do include SMS texting as part of the campaign, you're going to decide upon an SMS code for the outbound message. We give you that SMS number as part of the package, and that could be displayed as a short code or as the regular SMS number, and it receives inbound texts from your senior students as well. So once you've done that, you decide on the sender's name that will appear within the SMS. It may be a counselor, it could be your director of admissions, whomever it might be, depending on your market. And then we talk a little bit here and ask a couple of questions about configuring the workflow. Now, workflow, for most of you, I'm sure you understand that concept well, but just to be clear here, workflow is, the way I like to look at it is a way to be able to get from point A to point B with different deviations along the way, based on your cohort's interaction with the system. So if I am showing an interest by clicking on an email that is specifically designed to approach me, then I'm going to send off another specific email or an SMS. But if I go straight from this introductory campaign to starting my application, then maybe I want to stop the campaign completely. These are your workflows. So we're going to go ahead and look at that. And then once that's completed, Heather, have you got that? Okay, there we go. There's your prospect communication workflow, and that's done. And then once that is input and completed, you can go ahead and install your pack. Now, there are all kinds of testing and security measures in here. Last that we want you to do is send out a campaign that isn't directed to the appropriate cohorts and doesn't send the correct message. So you'll notice next, you can see that this has been implemented, or excuse me, it's been installed. You've got your intro email, and then you've got a series of emails and texts along that storyline specifically guided towards those segmented population. In other words, your senior high school students. They can get the chat text, and they may not get all of these. You can change these and manipulate these as you like. Look at it as a foundation, a way for you to be able to build from that foundation using true, tried, and tested marketing mechanisms. And so once you've done that, we're installed. And now you can go in and you can examine each and every one of these to make sure that they look right, so that you're secure. So you've bypassed building those marketing efforts out. They've already been completed for you. And this is proven marketing campaigning. So now you can go in and you can edit these, make them look and feel like your solution. Maybe that header doesn't do justice for you. Bring headers in, bring logos into your library and show those within the system so that you can include them and you can focus upon really getting to the heart of the product that you want to produce, as opposed to having to build it from scratch. And that is what PAX does for you. We're all in the world of making life easier for ourselves. And this is the next generation of CRM. And I do personally firmly believe that this is going to take off for not only our existing clients who are already experiencing success, but for our new clients who want to join us in our partnership. So you can see what Heather's doing here. She's easily adapting and changing pieces of this specific email to meet her exact needs and requirements. Once that's done, I want to show you bring your attention to the very top. You'll see that there are ways for you to be able to view the application in any sort of media format. So I want to see what it looks like on a cell phone. Well, there it is, ready to go. I want to see what it looks like on a tablet. Boom, you've got that right there at your fingertips. How about on a laptop? Beautiful. So you're pretty confident at this point. You've got a great message. You've got a specifically designed campaign that meets looks and feels of all of your requirements. And you know the exact segment that you wish to send it to. So with that, the next step would be to test it, and you can send a test email to yourself so you can see how it looks in real time, or you can test your text messages as well. So I should mention, and I should have mentioned at the beginning, I got so excited, I just started carrying on. If you do have questions, please add them to the chat box. We'd be more than happy to respond to those and follow up on those either within this presentation or after. So last thing I want to bring your attention to on this is the email metrics at the top. If you'll notice, you can see, of course, this is a demo account, so we don't have the metrics unless we fired this off, but you can see quickly and easily sents, opens, percent opens, click-through rates, bounce backs, unsubscribes. All of that is there for you automatically set up, as well as metrics specific to texting. So not only are you able to look at point in time, but you can look at time over time to see how your communication plans are doing. But we're pretty confident, based on the experience we have in building these out, that you're going to experience really solid success here. So we're about done. We've got maybe just a couple things more to show you here, and then I want to go ahead and wrap this up so you can so that you can move on and have the rest of your day. So let's go to content tokens really quickly. So tokens are going to be your way to really personalize communications, right? Very easily, very quickly, effortless on your end, and speed to lead. Get them in quickly. We're not handing you over a blank tool and saying, there's the CRM, functionally it does it all. But what we're doing is we're giving you our marketing experience within our best in breed CRM as well. So you can make changes to all of these, add them, delete them, whatever you like, to really make sure that these are personalized questions specific to you and your institution, along with your branding, your images. You can upload, we give you some images, of course, to make it easy for you, because that's what we're in the business of doing. But we also want to make sure that you can upload your own specific ones yourself. And you can do so, of course, and include in your library. So I think, Heather, if I'm staying correct here, I believe we are finished with that piece of the demonstration, are we not?
That's correct.
Outstanding. Well, guess what, guys? So what we just did is we took a 6-week campaign, going out to students who are seniors, and we are driving them to our application. We've launched this, configured it, and it's all been done with multimedia campaigns, and it's professionally built with proven technology and proven language to a target audience, and they will work within this experience. Oh, of course, one of the biggest pieces I overlooked, and I know as a fact in many of the CRM vendors I have worked for, do not have the schematic version of a campaign workflow as we do here within Element. Look how easy this is to view. I've been to institutions where they have paper all over the walls of these schematics so that they can draw out, well, if this, then what? I'm sure some of you feel the pain there and understand that, but look at this. Not only can you see all of this right here on your screen, but, and most importantly, you can make edits directly to this story, if you will, as you go along. So exciting, so easy to navigate. You don't need IT. You don't need outside experience. You just come on in and you plug and play. And that is exactly where we are all at today. I know it because I have a smartphone, and my smartphone is only as good as what I put on the platform. So thank you. Thank you very much for that reminder. I appreciate it. If I recall, and we'll switch back now over to the deck so I can go ahead and bring that up here, and let's just wrap up with a couple of rethoughts. You're saving time and resources. You're saving money. You're getting focused, proven campaigns that are personalized to those specific viewers, as in senior students, that are focused right to them and their interaction within the system. You've got customized content, and you've got a marketing automation solution that is second to none. Wayne, is there anything you wanted to add before we wrap?
Well, I do want to say that we have just released these this fall. They are currently being deployed by our partner schools as we speak. Some in under 30 minutes or less, as you just saw. And we're going to continue to provide these at no additional cost to our current partners and to all new people that join the Element platform in 2020. We may extend that into early 2021, but for now, definitely going to remain a free added value. I will say this: we had 2 questions that came in through the chat. Dan asked that if Slate users could deploy this email campaign, and unfortunately, no, you could not. You would need to be on the Element platform to deploy any of the campaigns out of PAX. And Stefan asked the question about SMS texting and where that was originated, if it was a third party outside of the platform, and where they resided afterwards. Those SMS messages are deployed directly out of the Element platform, and a record of every message sent, and any ensuing conversation is archived in that individual student profile.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you very much. Great questions. As you notice here, what we just did is installed and deployed a 6-week nurturing campaign to seniors, and we did it all faster than the 45 minutes we had allotted. So what we've done is been able to provide you with a full marketing campaign and give you time back from your busy day so that you can do what you do best, which is interact with your students. I thank you so very much for joining us. If you have additional questions or wish to dive deeply into this product to see how it works further, we'd be more than happy to show you and to talk to you. In the meantime, if you would like us to reach out to you directly, we will, and just send you some content and some information, and you can follow up from there if you'd like to as well. So I'm sure you're all eager to know about the winner of the holiday basket and the goodies. We will be releasing that in email shortly, so keep an eye out, and we thank you so much for your time today. We hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you could see our passion for the product. We are here to make higher education a product of, as higher education CRM, a product of ease of use. Thank you.
Yes, thanks everybody for joining us. Have a great afternoon and a great day at AMA.